Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome, everybody, to the roast. And today we have with us Mr. Rich.
What up? Good morning.
And we're going to be talking roach balls. I've actually been quite excited about this one. I've been wanting to get you on for ages. It feels like now.
Yeah, so it's been with you and a couple other people too. Like you weren't the only you got hit with computer issues. A couple people got hit up with the coof. It was wild, but I'm a firm believer in things are meant to be when they're meant to be. So
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Hopefully this stream goes smoothly. Yesterday my computer crashed like 5 times.
but damn,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
that's weird.
Every time at one point I was watching a YouTube video and it was the music was playing and stuff and it just went and the screen froze. I was like, what is going on?
Okay, we need to set you up and have Dave can help you. I'll figure it out. Those little things, he's pretty good with it.
So I don't know if maybe it's my RAM or something.
Maybe you have roaches in somewhere in your computer.
That's a possibility.
You get some roach balls for screwing up with your system there.
Yep, and snagged some wires or a chip somewhere or some shit. I don't know.
Let's see who we got in the chat. We got D-Wag. Bow.
What up?
But what's up?
B Rose.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay bow wow yippee.
Oh, we got Mr. Fisk.
What up,
Good
Fist?
morning, Mr. Fisk. And we got Soul who says, welcome to the morning roast where it's Friday 13th and I'm struggling to come up with any more roach or ball puns. Good morning, Chris, Rich, and Chad. Yeah, I didn't realize it was Friday 13th until this morning.
Same here.
It's my lucky day.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was a destined day. That's Skip.
What up, Skip?
What's up, Skip?
Who else is in the chat? Oh, Maromi.
What up?
Hello?
Me.
Make sure I'm getting
David
everybody
Feed.
in. Did I miss? Oh, there he is. It says Buenos dias. Ese.
What up, David?
Hola, hermano.
Oh my. Yeah, I didn't realize it was Friday 13th. Unfortunately, I got to work, so there won't be no horror movie watching for me.
Everybody's like, it's a bad luck day. I mean, I see it the other way around. It's my lucky day.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Friday 13th.
I became a dad on the Friday the 13th.
Nice.
There's actually a celebrity going to be at Steel City Con, this upcoming one that I'm actually kind of interested in. John Carpenter. He's going to be there.
Sick.
Ooh, I love the thing.
Dope. Yeah, he's got probably 2 or 3 movies of his that are amongst my favorite. Thing being one of them. The Thing. Definitely Big Trouble in Little China. So
I love that movie.
Yeah, I think The Thing's probably my favorite horror movie.
Dude, John Carpenter is like top of my favorite movies, all of them.
Yeah,
I even like Ghost from Mars. Ghost of Mars.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. I saw this one the other day. Vampires, was it?
I love it. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Like, dude, big inspiration behind my Bloodhunt book.
Yeah,
like I love those bestial vampires.
Yeah,
I love it.
My mom was watching John Carpenter's Vampires like a few days ago.
Yeah.
The only movie he did that I really didn't not crazy was the last one where it was like a girl in a mental institution or something. I forgot the title. It was one of his latest movies, and it was one of the only flop he ever did, and then he was gone.
Yeah. Was it that recent Halloween where like Michael Myers was just super on roids? He did that one, right? Like there was no killing Mike Myers. He was just out in broad daylight, just murking everybody.
Is that Rob Zombie's one?
No. It was a recent one with Jamie Lee Curtis and everything.
Oh, the Jamie Lee Curtis one. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was part of it.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, John Carpenter, the man.
Yes, the legend.
I walked into my mom's house there the other day, and I just hear James Woods be like, "Yeah, did you get wood, Padre?"
Did you get a little bit of mahogany?
I was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Good shit.
I don't want to hear about this.
Oh, dude, I love Prince of Darkness. One of my favorite movies is In the Mouth of Madness. It's one of my freaking favorite movies.
Like, I was trying to remember that name, but Prince of Darkness. Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the Escape from L.A. and Escape from New York movies?
Him. Yeah, it was him.
Did he do them? Oh,
yeah. Dude, most of the goddamn movies he did.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's
glorious. I'm going to have to go meet him.
Was that original? Was it Precinct 13 or some shit? Lockdown?
Yeah. Oh, Assault on Precinct 13 or whatnot.
Yep. And I believe he got into a big dispute with some dude who actually who did Sixth Element, or is it Fifth Element? I forgot which one.
Yeah, it was the Lockout movie because it was
Yeah, yeah.
because you know when you watched it and you're like, why did he get like flagged for like copying? But dude, the entire shtick is based on a deleted scene from the actual movie Escape from
Oh,
LA,
shit. Yeah,
Escape from New York. It was the entire like metro scene that you see
yeah.
in Lockout. That was actually like if you look in the deleted scene of the Escape from New York, you see that scene like with his friend in the metro. Like yeah, pretty much.
Jeez, like a blatant rip off. That's a shame.
Man, I'm gonna have to go to the Steel City Con and go meet him now, just so I
It's
can
still a
see
good
if he'll
movie.
sign like an Escape from LA DVD or something.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I love rewatching them often.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Definitely watched Big Trouble in Little China numerous times.
Did you hear that they've been trying to do another one?
Yeah, and they came out with a comic book series that kind of took place afterwards, and I was
Yeah.
years ago, and I was excited for it, and I didn't like the art. As soon as I cracked it open, I was like, "What the
Was the
hell?"
same for me, dude. I was so freaking excited about it because it's the actual sequel to the
Yeah.
movie. Like it started with the truck scene with the monster at the end.
It's like I
And
don't remember the story or anything, and the story could have been good, but it just like you look at the art and it took you out of it. Like you didn't think Big Trouble in Little China, you thought of some like corny Saturday morning like cartoon that just wasn't
then after
cool.
that, they did an Old Man Jack type of thing. But
Did
I
they?
think the thing that John Carpenter wanted to do is bring back Kurt Russell and do another chapter. And I'm like, dude, please make it so.
Yeah.
Like if we don't like, I don't mind not getting another Snake Plissken because it kind of like ends in a way that you could leave it there. But
Right.
Jack Burton, he needs to come back at least one more time.
Yeah, for real.
There are a couple. It was a year or two back. I went to a pawn shop and I actually found a comic. I think it was by Boom, and it was Big Trouble in Little China, and it was Snake and Bert. I think like a crossover. It was
No
two.
shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
That's
It
weird.
was like two Kurt Russells together. Did I miss Meredith?
I hope Carpenter comes back to movies at least for a few ones. He needs to come out of retirement.
Yeah, we got Mr. Marinus with us. We got General Piggy. Hail, hail.
What up?
Like even just that little clip he did of Christine not too long ago was freaking awesome, and it's like a 5-minute video. You see that one?
No.
No, you could find it on YouTube. He did a the song of Christine. That's his music, so he did a little clip with it.
Yeah, that's dope. I gotta check that out. Yeah, he did a lot of his music too. That was cool.
Yeah.
As well.
Soul says to you, Sam, Ghost of Mars tries so hard to be cool that it almost hurts, so I can imagine it's up your alley because that's a bit like what Blood Hunt does. Just mess with you. Pam Grier was underused.
Honestly, I think one of the problems was to get Ice Cube in there because I heard that it's one of the reasons why the movie is a bit hard, but because egos on set.
The cheesy fucking 80s movie that I see the other day, and I saw it as a kid, and for some reason every time it's on, like especially on Tubi, like I'll watch it or pass out to it. It's a class of 1999. Like somebody mentioned Pam Grier, I think, in the chat or whatever. And she the substitute teachers and shit, and like even to this day I like that movie. It's cheesy in a lot of aspects, but I love it.
Fitz says without Escape from New York we would have never gotten Metal Gear Solid.
Yep.
Oh. Good job on those abs. Gosh dang it, Pale Rider, go away. I'm not showing that picture you made. Let's see. Mr. Burton, Chinese girls don't come with green. Fitz says we need more Big Trouble in films with Kurt Russell's son starring as Jack Burton. Maybe Big Trouble in Harlem being the next film.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I've ever seen Kurt Russell's son.
Yeah, he's the dude that he was in one of the 21 Jump Street movies, the first one, I believe.
Oh,
And he's in some show like Lodge 49 or some shit like that. I could be wrong, but I think that's his kid or one of his kids.
Oh, okay. Feed wants to know who would win in a fight, Sully or Nat?
They probably wouldn't fight. They'll probably just get stoned and fuck somebody else's there.
Yeah, and Sully, he could be defeated. It would just be remember that scene that Joe Pesci was like, you could, beat me up with the bat, but I'm gonna come back with a knife. You could stab me with a knife, but I'm gonna come back. So that's how it is. Like, you could probably murk Sully a few times, but he'll just kind of keep coming back. But he doesn't really hold grudges like that, so he wouldn't really, after getting murked probably the first or second time, be like, whatever, just get distracted with something else.
Can we just smoke one and just let it?
Pretty much,
Still saying that's Class of 1999 from 1990.
Yes.
I have that on DVD. A bit trashy, but fun.
Yes, exactly. The movie's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me bring up the campaign while I'm sitting here jabberjawing. There we go. Oh, look at that! 41 hours left. We got in here just in time then.
Tomorrow we end this. It'll still be going in demand for probably till about June, the latest, the end of that month. But yeah, ends tomorrow. It's been a while. It's been a wild ride.
Hey, go on. You've already raised quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Up past 14K. Wow.
People, they want to see this little grimy. They want to see what kind of trouble this guy causes.
I like that cereal box look.
Yeah, definitely. Thought, definitely had the intentions of some kind of cereal box type of look where it was just gonna, grab at you. But at the same time you look at it, you realize like it's just like the whole background's a dingy like wallpaper and whatnot, but same kind of cereal box aesthetic. It's kind of built like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first seen you showing it off and everything, like way back there, it feels like I love the art. It looks so interesting, like the style.
Thank you.
And then just the whole, what you see of the story through the pictures is just like, what is going on? It's degenerate, but it looks so interesting.
I mean, pretty much like since we started out talking about movies. I think the major influence behind a lot of this is a lot of B-movie type stuff. So I definitely took that approach, with hands-on as possible, as much as I could, everything myself. And but the kind of like budget you're working with. So I wanted to everything look like it was like made on a B-movie type budget. Whereas like a lot of artists now doing a lot of digital stuff and it looks like so clean and so awesome. So I can compare it to like Michael Bay or Steven Spielberg, like high budget type stuff, whereas I'm taking the approach where it's like I'm terribly underfunded, so it's just like a lot of marker work and like grimy type looks. So and I think as much as people like that B movie shit, or at least like a select few type people can really appreciate this type of shit. So
there's definitely an audience for that.
Yeah, so people are digging it, and I've been loving the response so far. Can't front on that.
Yeah, that was
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle here. Oh yeah, there he is.
Dropping the eggplants.
Little Gargoyle. I feel like it's been a while since we. Well, then again, I haven't been streaming for a while, so.
Yep. We're out for almost a month.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It says Kurt Russell's son was American Agent in that Falcon Winter Soldier series. Looks a lot like it. Oh, he was the one who played U.S. Agent?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, looking at it, I can see the resemblance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I've seen clips of it on the YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't seen this series. What series was that?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm so out of touch with that stuff.
I just seen it popped up on my,
and it's sad.
They did.
Go back a few years, you'd be like, oh fuck yeah, let's go see it. And now it's kind of like,
Yeah, I don't keep up with none of it really. I just occasionally see stuff. Oh yeah, it pops up on the YouTube.
And by the way, Chris Gargo saying you still owe him a Shania Twain song.
I don't owe him nothing. I don't know why he keeps insisting on things. Lies.
I think before I got up to the end game shit, I was totally unenthused about it. And then after the end game, I was like, yeah, I'm clocking out of all this shit. So then I was just done.
Ultron was the first tip of the iceberg for me.
Yeah, it was just I think it was like Thor 2, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then it just started, and then you start seeing the comics, and it just starts getting hand in hand, and you're like, all right, whatever. And then you're just like, why put yourself through that, So.
Yeah, outside of the YouTube clips that I see people upload or reviews or whatnot. The last movie of the Marvel books I did was the first Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it, and then I realized that it wasn't for me. It wasn't for a comic book guy who wants to see the comic books in video form, basically. I just stopped.
It's kind of harsh.
I was not going to be happy.
It's kind of harder too when you see everybody just reacting to it, like they keep getting disappointed, like it's something new is going to happen. Mm-hmm. So it just constantly reminds me of we all got that one person, that one homie or whatever, that just keeps getting into a relationship with the same like girl that just keeps, or vice versa, girl with the dude. They just keep playing them and it's just stupid, and then you just keep getting the same story over and over again. So at that point, you're just looking at your friend like, well, you're the retarded one that keeps stepping in the same shit pile. So
yeah,
that's on you.
And Gargoyle saying Spider-Verse was meh. Yeah, dude. I when I saw the when I saw the low frame animation, like the skip, like there's frame skipping would be the best way of saying it. You see foot gliding in Spider-Verse, you're like, seriously, you can't even have like fluent framing, like animated frames. Like everything's stiff and static. I went, fuck this. I don't even want to look at it. I studied 3D animation. I kind of pick up on all the things.
Yep. Notice that with everything across the board, shit gets like less cooler, and it looks like they're like trying less, and
quality is going down. Special effects looks shitty now, and you're like, what the hell? Everything's turning into a McDonald's thing. It used to be like, oh wow, and let's impress people. Now it's just, let's just get it quickly done, and same recipe and cookie cut. Like 2 other movies is exactly the same. Like the what was it again? Civil War, and the other one that they did, the Winter Soldier, was pretty much the same freaking script.
Yeah. So, and maybe that's no, not maybe. That's why indie shit's just gonna get progressively better. So I hope that people will yearn for more shit like Roach Balls and a bunch of different things like Napverse and fucking Cryptidnals and 656 and what they're doing.
Yeah,
and
the 656 guys are nailing it. Oh, what's up, guys? What's up, Oliver?
So look at that. But,
dude,
more shit like that, and So I think what it is we're experiencing across the board. I believe they call it like entropy, when something that has like a certain momentum and energy just starts getting more, less routine and just more sloppy and shit. So,
and we've addressed it before. There's always a little like purity thing that's happening, a little censorship that happens every freaking time. It's been the Marvel years. That's how Marvel was made. It was censorship, no this, no that, no horror, no this, no that. So they went Marvel. There was heavy metal. Metal Hurlant was the same thing. Censorship, no this, no boobs, no this, no violence. They went, fuck you, here's heavy metal.
And I love a lot of that
Image,
shit.
Then the same happened again in the late 90s with freaking Image Comics.
Yep. And you had a lot of underground movement with comics and shit too, where they were just offending everybody.
Back then, there was the She, Lady Death, and all those guys that were doing the indie before.
Yep, the badass women.
Yep.
So, I like it. I've always had that fond respect for the whole, that UK invasion, punk state mentality and shit. Like, I'm not a punk. I've always appreciated that type of stuff where it was like,
piece of shit.
The artwork was just grimier. It was sharper. It was just fucking.
There's another one. There's another Brit artist that's a bit underrated in my own opinion, and it's Liam Sharp. That guy's pretty sick. He used to do Metalhead. Was it Metalhead 2? Deathhead 2. And then he started doing like, Death Dealer comics. And lately he's been doing Green Lantern and stuff. But that guy's painting, like the Conan painting, go check it out. It's freaking
Deathhead,
awesome.
You're talking you're not talking that Marvel character, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. The second version? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that guy was gnarly. He was like so different too. Like
it was like a 2000 AD, and that's where Liam Sharp's from.
That makes sense. Okay. See, like that's dope. Now I gotta go back and check that shit out. Yeah, that dude is definitely like heavy metal, like Bisley type, steez and shit.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Dope.
I'm still waiting for mine.
I've had it.
Just got in the mail the other day too because I saw it for a good price and I had to scoop it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was that?
ABC
I have the
Warriors.
omnibus.
ABC Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh
And this is
man.
super old because Bisley's on interiors, but Bisley's style's not Bisley's style in this.
Oh, that is
Nope.
so cool.
It's way different. Like, yeah, it's all black and white with the heavy like rendering and inks, but even like just everything is completely different. You start to see little bits of his style start to come through, but it's just
Oh,
like,
I'm jealous.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the omnibus. I got the big 4 big omnibus, and it's in there, and it's freaking awesome.
Dang on. I every time I go to the cons or something, I'm always asking the vendors, "Do you guys like ABC Warriors or Road Trooper?" And they're always like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like,
Yeah, most people don't even know. Like, if you say Judge Dredd, they know Judge Dredd.
Mhm.
They know one comic that's from 2080, and that's it.
Yeah. I got that some months back. I got that the Judge Dredd that Bisley drew and shit, and that was dope as fuck. And for a while I was trying to look for that Batman and Judge Dredd one, and that was hard to find. And then there was one that was going for stupid money, and then I ended up finding it for like a decent price. So that was cool. I don't even like Batman like that, but that book was awesome.
Yo, Batman Judge Dredd was the shit.
Yeah. Just because even compared to like Judge Dredd, Batman still seemed like a fucking psycho.
But you know that was his first U.S. work, Bisley.
Was
Did
it?
you ever read the Slam the Horn God?
No. Only
Dude,
seen the passing
go
of
get it.
references. Yeah.
Just go get it. Get the Horn God. It's the first
All right.
Bisley work that he did a painting. It was his first painting work.
No shit. All right, yeah, I gotta check that.
And it's really like it's really freaking awesome. The Horn God, dude.
Yep, Bisley's the man, dude. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but coming across his work was that first like kind of like shifted my whole perspective on what art is and comics and what it could be and what it is. And I always thought it was like kind of a certain way, kind of used to Disney and like mid-morning cartoon shows and shit like that. And then you come across that and I was just like, what the hell? And then finding the Ninja Turtle comics afterwards and seeing them how they originally were, that was cool. So I liked a lot of that shit. And I kind of wanted to, take bits of all that stuff I love, even the movies and stuff that we mentioned, and kind of like cram it in here. So if we're like the same taste and same mindset, you'll see bits of that, and as you're reading the first book, and hopefully people just like smile the whole time and then want to read it again and again.
Bill Ryder saying you might actually go to the theater soon to go see the new Top Gun. I've been hearing like good things from it, but one thing that I thought was cool is that they brought back Iceman, and they found a way to replace his voice because he has no more voice because of cancer.
Yep.
So Tom Cruise said that he's not doing it until unless they find a way of bringing him back, and they did, which is pretty goddamn cool. Hoping the movie's cool though.
That was cool. Val Kilmer still killing it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. At least he gets to play one last role.
And to transition back to the Roach balls,
Mm-hmm.
could we get a what do you say, like a pitch or something, to give us an idea of the story?
Yeah, so the story's it's a very primal kind of, late night cartoon type of feel. So kind of taking it back to the old school underground type of element where it's not, you're not really journeying with some kind of caped out and superhero out for justice. So he's very much an antagonistic bad guy. He's a jerk and he's an asshole and he's crusty, and there's no intentions of him getting better. There's no, him seeking, trying to find that end of the rainbow or trying to find some type of like elevated status in life. No, he's very much on a journey to get worse. He's a bad guy through and through. He's not here to do good. So with this whole first book, you see him get into a slight squabble with some little punk ass like street gang, and you kind of get a feel of Cat Shit Island too, which is where this takes place as well. You kind of get a feel for the environment, and then you kind of get a feel for who Sully is and how he reacts with the environment. It's a very Animal Kingdom type of environment, so you get that type of action. you know. So if you're into that type of shit, very grimy, underground comics, rebel cartoon type of feel, then you might dig this, you know. So even you look at Sully, you see his colors, you know, you see his features and shit. Dude got no shoes, you know, he got no home or nothing like that. And he's the worst type of villain you can have because he just actually needs nothing, you know. He's just pure like primal nature, kind of chaotic and shit, but you know, with a little bit of something upstairs. So it's kind of worse than your average villain that, you know, he's out there because he's like booty hurt about something or he needs money to like pay his mom's bills or something like that, or he's that Sully don't need any of that shit. So think about the kind of chaos that kind of follows with him.
Yeah, what am I thinking of? I don't know. It just makes me feel like I remember like kind of like Lobo.
Yeah.
Like how he's got that kind of humor and everything.
I've noticed anybody who gets a certain feeling and they bring out a reference and like, I feel like this is kind of this or it's kind of that. Like, chances are I'm gonna say yeah, that's the type of shit it is. Because you know, we were just talking about Bisley, Lobo. I love Lobo. I love that whole concept and you know whatnot. So Sully's got a bit of Lobo in him. He's got a bit of Old Dirty Bastard. He's got a little bit of Beetlejuice. He's got a little bit of Sun Wukong, if anybody's familiar with that mythological character.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little bit of Gru the Wanderer in him. You know, he's
it made me think of an old cartoon and remember the Duckman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you remember those where it's like the kind of like diminutive like little cartoon core character that's definitely like he's got a little bit of Taz from you know the Tasmanian Devil and him and shit the way he acts because he's very much like you know aware he'll talk and shit like that. He's you know what is it cognitive and whatnot, but at any moment he could snap and then he's just like a little monkey and you know he's biting you and shit. You don't want him to bite you because he's very diseased, or he's just like if he sees something shiny or something you know, voluptuous, you know, that he wants, he'll just try to snag it or take it, and then he's just out through a window, you know. So
no impulse control.
Right. So that's why I'm saying, like earlier, we're talking about team ups. It'd be very hard because of who he is, like for him to team up with anybody, because it's just, you know, you might think, yeah, we have the same goal and shit, and then he's just not there, or he's betraying you, or he's stabbing you and shit like that, or something. So
then his goal just kind of changes.
yeah, his goal changes, so it's very hard. It's like I heard the saying, what is it? Trying to herd cats. So it's basically like Sully's mentality almost.
What's everybody saying? We got Soul saying like a primal late night cartoon. Rich Ayala's roach balls.
Yeah, exactly. So stuff I remember oddities on MTV, Liquid Television, shit like that.
The Max and everything.
Yep.
Oh, what was the name? The big head guy.
Yeah, it was called The Head. That's all it was.
Head, yeah.
The demon like ripped out of his skull and shit. Yeah.
Put Sim at the bottom. Get down there. Let's see. Oliver says Zap Comics, American Splendor, the good stuff.
Yep. Well, that's you know, and from what I've seen and the results and replies I've been getting, that's something people have been sorely missing. So, you know, I was like, well, why aren't more people doing this type of shit? Which is, I guess that's a weird question, but it seemed like Sully couldn't be like I tried doing Sully digitally before and couldn't do it because it actually looked too clean. It looked too nice. Even trying to do the grime effects, and I like the whole old school style of the way Heavy Metal came out looking like kind of like faded and a little low res, but it was because the art form and the the mediums or maybe the printing back then, but it still looked cool to me. So
yeah, that is one thing. I don't mind some digital, but there's stuff where it feels like it's too digital, like you said, clean.
Yeah,
too clean and polished.
All right.
Yeah, it feels like you can really tell the difference when somebody does traditional versus digital. Sometimes, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
No, it's just different tastes. That's the great thing about comics too, because you don't have to lean so hard into one thing. You can really appreciate something that's just all digital work, or you can appreciate this, and they could still share the same shelf space. I'm just hoping that this comic will share the highest shelf space. If that's where you store all your good shit. Yeah.
Hello and welcome. I'm Meant to Be.
Hola.
This says, ever see MFKZ? Yep. I'm getting some MFKZ vibes from Roach Balls with a MTV's Liquid Television flavoring.
Yep. That was a dope show. I really liked it. And then when I saw that movie, it was cool because they had like roaches in it. I've been working on Sully since like way before early 2000s, so he's been a character of mine for a couple decades now. Actually,
wow.
Yeah. But that movie that he mentioned was pretty fucking cool. The animation was so tight too.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, I believe. I think they pronounce it like Mutafuckers or some shit like that. But it was originally a comic too, I believe. Yep.
I might have actually seen it. No, I think about it. I don't know. But let's see. Let me catch up with everybody. Amanda B. Hello, hello. Oliver says he has a character perfect for a Sully team up. Oh.
Oh, do you?
Look at that. That was an epic view of the farm. I don't know. Don't know. Might see a collab in the future. How many pages is Roach Balls?
What's that?
How many pages is it?
68 pages. So I got myself a bootleg run because the first timer didn't want to jack anything up, so I had to make some copies. So this is a bootleg run. It's the quality is a little lower than what all the backers are going to get, but it's just like a test print. So this is 9x12, the exact size that I drew this in. You know, it's kind of magazine style, perfect binding or whatever. All color, 68 pages. You know, so look at that. Even like I stated before, the files I sent in were incorrect. So these were like JPEG, so the resolution came out a little lower, but it still looks tight. So obviously when the backers get their copies, the files will be a lot better of, infinite quality. But still, like this is still fucking dope,
That art is so neat.
Yeah. I guess this is where you could see what happens, the main start of the struggle, And this is what you see is the antagonist to Sully.
Is that woman dressed up like Sailor Moon?
Yeah, it's like a little jacked up parody like weeb gang. Over here where I'm from, we call little young punks, we call them Groms. So these are like a little Grom weeb gang.
Is B-Rose in there?
Yeah, who knows? They might look up to B-Rose. So yeah, this is the Sailor Moon type of. I don't want to give out more shit, but yeah, full color. The panel borders will be like an off-white cream color, so it's got this cool, kind of old school feel. You see Sully already right there.
That is cool.
Yep. So 68 pages, oversized, big old balls. Goodness.
Is that the only bootleg copy you have?
I printed several, but if you scroll down a little bit, all the bootleg copies that I had went to the backers who purchased the $400 homages that I did.
Oh, yep. Nice.
So those were just bonus add-ons. I have no more. Those just went to all the backers and a few extra special supporters that have helped me out.
Yeah, I got to catch a little bit. You streamed with Bancroft, didn't you?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of that live. I didn't get to catch a lot of it, but I remember going to your campaign and seeing these $400 ones and thinking like, oh, those would be so cool to get.
Yeah.
I think they was already sold out too.
Yep, they went pretty quick to my surprise.
I was like, "Yeah, go on."
Yep.
People really, I'm glad to see people really liking this.
That's the original art. I was glad to see that people valued, especially in this network or, community or what have you, like people valued original artwork. So that was cool because I've never been a fan of fan art, just doing the same shit of like Spider-Man and Batman and
you do the color traditionally too, right?
What's that?
You do the colors traditionally too, right?
Yep. So the whole comic is traditionally done with Prismacolor markers, inks. Some of the larger backgrounds and panels were done with watercolor paints, and then over on top I had watercolor paint brushes that I just go over to add the extra grime and grit.
Oh, dude, I can't.
Lots of
things. I've been doing like mainly digital for a long time, and I've been meaning to get back to traditional a bit more because it takes room, it takes time, it takes money, and
those markers are expensive, And there's a scary thing to it. I've heard a lot of people say too is that they're jacking it up and then having to do it all over again without the ease of just erasing and then stuff. But I've managed to avoid all that because always sketching in my book, you find a lot of like answers to stuff if you're sketching, whether it's like cool shit and little bits of style that you find and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna add this, but then you find some understandings of how you can just pivot into certain shit. So with this whole sketched out style, I managed to clean it up a little bit, but I got it to a point where if I did mess up something, like 90% of the time, I didn't have to start over again. I just went with it, and just, wasn't an issue. So I'm thankful for that. So if you're going to do some medium where it's like hands-on like that, try to figure something out where it's not going to drive you crazy. If you make a mistake, try to like pivot into it a little bit instead of like abandoning all hope and just starting over again. But, it's easier to do that digitally than, hands-on medium like that.
Fist says Sully could use a big wrench with the words Mo Biggs etched into it to beat the weeb guy.
No, he seems like he could be a weeb.
Who's Sully?
Yeah.
No, he's not a weeb. I don't even think he would like know what a weeb is. You would just be like, just what the hell is that? Yeah. And as soon as he started talking shit,
But I like anime. What do you mean? It's just a cartoon.
Yeah.
What's anime?
He wouldn't give a fuck what a weeb was.
Sully's too busy doing whatever it is Sully wants at the moment.
Yeah. And basically he's too busy doing nothing, so he doesn't care about shit.
Yeah, this is the kind of book that I would go, that I would say I'm kind of looking for. It's got a unique, interesting art style. It's got an entertaining story, that you're not going to find, hardly anywhere else. You're not certainly going to find it in the mainstream, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to find it in my older comics that I peruse in flea markets and yard sales. So this would be the sort of thing that I would definitely be eyeballing on Indiegogo.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I try to, I had fun making it. I have fun. I still have fun making it, and I'm getting involved with a lot of other cool projects, a lot of creative homies now. And but I know how much fun I had making Roach Balls because I'm still like, damn, I gotta start working back on book 2. I gotta start working back on book 2 because it's addictive, So I love making this world. I love crafting this character, and I love tossing this dude into some bad trouble. I love like throwing him in fucked up situations. So book 2 is just gonna be that much more intense, So like even making this, I feel like in order for the story to go good, I had to take out a few stuff and make the story just progress perfectly. So it's like, well, how do we kick it up from here? So now you just got to go like crazier because I realized like the book wasn't as crazy as I wanted it to be. The book's awesome, I love it, but it's you have to chill out. You can't just smack somebody in the head first with a brick like that. You gotta like ease up. You gotta ease up to them a little bit and like, here's this brick. Here's it. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Get ready.
And then you have the 5-minute no.
So it's not like crazy dialogue heavy or anything like that. It's super like it reads. It's good and shit, which was kind of a worry for me a bit. I won't because I know like as a comic book reader and seeing all different types of comic book readers a lot. Very strict on story and like, well, does it have dialogue in it? Is the story like super plot heavy and shit? So it's like, but I've noticed that a lot of people don't really care for a lot of that crazy.
Yeah, but it's not everything's a drama. Not every story is a drama. Like I like movies that are like not very story driven, but eye candy. I like comedy that are I love Spaceballs and I love more thought of comedy. We can't just have one cookie dough. Like it's one of the things that we keep bringing up all the time. Like, like for movies, bring back experimental movies. It's the same thing for comics. Stop trying to freaking cookie dough a success. Anything that was a hit was never planned to be a hit. It's rarely freaking works. It's when somebody's doing something that's not done usually, or something,
Oh, yeah, that was my main worry. People don't fucking tear the story apart because there's like somebody's like, there's a lack of story, and it's like, well, yeah, maybe, but it's not what it is. It's funny. It's supposed to be a funny book, old school comic cartoon book. So hopefully people read it.
Like back with the Gru type of comics and stuff like that.
Yep,
Sergio Alganis, I think it was.
Yeah, he's a legend, man. He was his whole style is amazing and shit. Like I'm slowly collecting all the Marvel series Grus.
Well,
like it was like 120 or 150 of them. And
what was the other big hit that he did other than Gru? I keep forgetting. It was Gru, but he did something else before, didn't he?
He did some Mad Magazine work, and then there was something. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Right?
I barely remember because it just grew for me.
Yeah, because after that Gru came out and
superhero thing, right? It was like some weird dude didn't even look that cool, honestly. Yeah, it was some weird superhero shit, but that didn't do a thing. Yeah, that wasn't.
Gru was the shit.
Especially the old school shit with the way it looked on the paper and everything. So he's still doing it nowadays, but a lot of colors like different. It just it still doesn't have that like that feel,
Vera says this is weeb phobia.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe a little.
well, I'm sorry, Black Rose. Johnny Cage ruined it for you when he came on here and started talking about Sasuke from Naruto. Stupid Sasuke.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of weeb influence in Sully, I would say,
Hey,
because if I had to say, there'd be old school Devilman. So
is
if you guys
Chris
ever
trying
watch,
is Chris trying to pretend that he's not a weeb?
is that what it is?
No, I'm not getting. I'm like, I know your book. I know what you do, and I'm sorry, guy.
Yeah. So if you guys ever watched Devilman, there's a little bit of that eventually in some of the later books of Sully. So.
Yeah, and it seems like we waited too long to get you on. You're down to only 2 tiers.
Well, that was the whole point, was that I wanted to have the art just get out of the way and shit and not have anything crazy. The whole point was to make it as simple as possible for me, especially being a first time like crowdfunding creator and whatnot. And like I had a lot of good advice, and I've seen a lot of people do a lot of crazy stuff because they do, but because they do that crazy stuff doesn't mean you have to do it. So it doesn't mean you have to take on all this extra shit and be, it's just too much. Now they want to do that. So I was like, well, let's go the route that I know best, and that's like just selling artwork. So, the whole one-off street art type of mentality. And that's what I wanted to keep it as. And originally I was just going to do a $25 one book. And then somebody mentioned like, I forgot in the chat, they're like, you should really do that. People love that type of shit in case they want to give it to a friend or whatever. And then, Shorty thought 2 balls, 1 package. That was a definite fucking, you got to do it now. So, and somebody suggested too, like do a 4 and all this stuff. And that was a good idea, but I might do that like second campaign or whatever. But I think the way I structured this is pretty much like my blueprint for how future campaigns will be structured. Just quite simple. Especially since I'm doing this all like
Well, I mean,
basically myself.
I'd rather it be simple than like what I see on like Kickstarter, which is like it's like super ridiculous long amount of tiers, and I'm like, well, I don't know what half these are. I'm not gonna sit here and spend like 40 minutes trying to figure out what this whole campaign's about.
Yeah, I'm not
what the differences are, and
I think there was a weird study about too many options and anxiety and how they go hand in hand and shit. And I'm just like, I'm not doing all that crazy shit. We're just gonna go simple and that's it. One step at a time, baby steps. We get a certain thing, then I'm like, all right, we'll do this shit for a cool goal or a stretch goal or whatever. So far, that's been it's been working out pretty tight. So
yeah, I'd say it's worked out pretty good. Heck, done sold everything out.
Yep. And one more stretch goal coming up. We already reached it. We're at 14K. I just got pictures this morning. I just haven't had time to like put it all up or anything like that. But the dope artwork's done by ink spots, and the frame and everything like that was put together, and it's a card was put together by Dying Days of YouTube. So it's like a Garbage Pail Kids type card. I know it's been done before and shit, but I just love Garbage Pail Kids so much, and it's been a great inspiration on this and shit. So I had to do it. Plus, I think total wise, when you receive it, it's gonna look good. You just like this.
And it was the mighty Magnor.
Yeah, he had like metal gauntlets and a stupid yellow shirt.
There you go. I found him. Yeah, in 1990 something.
Yeah, when I went to the pawn shop, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. They actually had Garbage Pail Kids cards for sale there.
That's awesome.
And I met the current artist for Garbage Pail Kids. I met him at a con one day, and he was offering to to make a card for you and do different things like that.
That's awesome.
It's still very popular in the horror circle. Like if you go to like a convention of horror and stuff like that, you'll see Garbage Pail Kids like cards everywhere. The horror one.
Fist says he can't wait to leave an extra copy of Roach Balls in the waiting room of his doctor's office.
Oh man, that'll be great. It's definitely Roach Balls is one of those things you don't give it to your kids. Obviously it's for mature people, but it is one of those comics. And if you're a comic book nerd, you love comics, you know what I'm talking about. It is one of those comics you leave around that a kid finds, and then a kid's just like, whoa, and then a glowy, stinky like light just comes up, and then just like and it changes them and sends them off on a direction of
They have been corrupted.
yes, God knows what, hopefully goodness. But
We had 24 odds with us.
what up, what up?
What's up?
Let me see. Oh gosh, dang it! Dang on chat just jumped down. Let's see. Soul's putting the link for Tales from Napverse number 2. This says Friday the 13th with roach balls like Sully in a hockey mask and machete. Nice.
That's dope. I like that.
Amanda B says she wants to see a Sully Christmas special, Rich.
If you've been good, if you've been real good, and Krampus avoids your house, you might see something. I don't know. I'm not gonna promise anything because I don't know shit, but maybe. But maybe not. But maybe. More on the maybe not, but more on the maybe.
Well, you don't want to disappoint Amanda B.
Yeah. But maybe.
But maybe.
We'll just leave it on the maybe. Or maybe not.
Soul says, Sim, there was Sergey. Say it, Sim.
There was a what? Sergio Aragones.
Okay, there we go. Destroys DC. Just a quick Google search. There we go.
That's cool.
Get Johnny's name out your mouth. I do what I want.
He's about to step on the stage and bitch slap you.
Well, I don't know when he's here or not. He just kind of randomly appears. I figure he'll.
So we're gonna start calling Pale Rider Smith.
Let's see. There it is. Decision paralysis. Fist says too many options.
And General Biggie says, "I second a Sully Christmas special."
His little roach heart can grow 2 sizes.
That means something would actually appear if that was the case.
Oliver says, leave a crusty copy of Roach Balls in the woods somewhere.
Oh, man, like dirty forest porn,
Ew.
That's cool.
Sully meets Krampus. General Piggy's seconding it.
Oh, yeah.
Sully steals Christmas from the Grinch.
Sully would fuck the Grinch up.
Is Pair out of the Will Smith of the Morning Roast chat? No. Come on.
Or you do Krampus that tries to come after him, after Sully, and it doesn't go well.
Sully just eats coal.
Sully Christmas special idea. Sully accidentally killed Krampus and had to do Krampus's job until they could find a replacement.
See, this is a problem with Sully too, because when I was creating his character and whatnot years ago, his first kind of purpose was that he had a job where he would evict people out of apartments. So, because I thought it was just funny that a roach was just kicking people out of joints. But then I realized, like, as I started developing his character, like, Sully's not somebody you can just tell what to do, And if he's got no shoes and he has no home, then he has no need for money. Like, there's just no need for it. And if he did steal money, it'd just be for the intent of stealing it and then just, whatever. Then that's it afterwards. So then after that, I just got rid of the whole thing of Sully even needing a job. it's like you can't tell him what to do, really. You just have to just kill him to get out of the way, or just like remove yourself.
He doesn't have the discipline to do a job.
Exactly. No discipline.
Sully got robbed by Rob in the Coom petition.
Yeah, I lost. Sully Cucaracha lost to the Embrace, which makes sense because Sully was going to lose to anybody. It had to be somebody with more hands than him, and that's the case.
Amanda B says, I think what Ollie is trying to say is that he wants to fap to rude-ass cockroaches. Well, whatever his fetish, I guess.
Yeah. You don't judge people here for their weird fetishes.
Piggy says we need a Roach Balls ash can about Sully's uncle who kicks people out of apartments.
That's dope. I want to work on something, some kind of cool supplemental.
So the Repo Roach. Got it.
Let's see. Dollar bills make excellent toilet paper. They're both made of cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Sully's Uncle Gooman. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. Yeah. See, Sully's got some love. Yeah, I figured it was perfect, too. I was talking to Odin, too, and it was just like, it makes sense. It's like the embrace is like the positive guy. He's got the light coming out of his chest and shit like that, and stands for rectifying wrongs. And the light shines, and you got Sully, who's a cockroach and avoids light and shit, and he's just this creepy little fuckhead bastard. So, it makes sense. I like that. The bad guy, good guy thing. Sully should have won, is what I'm saying, but it's all right.
Well, I mean, it seems like the embrace is kind of like made to counter. So,
Yeah,
Sully.
you can't kill Sully, so he'll be back, and the embrace will walk in his apartment or some shit, and then see Sully doing something foul to his dog or his girlfriend or something. I don't know.
Just constantly doing stuff to mess with him throughout his whole life.
Leaving little cucaracha turds in the cabinets and shit, and his shoes. Coming for you, embrace. No good villains kept down once. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker keeps coming back.
He'll return.
Yeah. Watch his shoes.
Good Roach down.
You put your little embrace boots on. There's gonna be a little squishy surprise in there.
Yeah, Christopher's going, haha, hashtag justice for Sully.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah.
We have Belmont Press joining in the chat.
What up?
Belmont. Hello. It says time to wake and bake. Mandaby says Sully wouldn't have pulled punches.
It's true.
Right. Oh, Lordy. That's
It really looks like a fun read.
Yeah.
I hope it is. Like I said, I have fun drawing it. I want to love villains, so that's at the end of the day, that's very much what it is. This is a villain book. There's no end plot where Sully's just a good guy and sees the light and shit.
It's not a redemption story.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's no redemption in it, so Sully's just out there to do some foul stuff, and it just kicks up. So think about it. It's like, well, after the first book, you're like, all right, and leaves off on a little like a street level type beef is what I like to say. So I feel like that's a good place to start with some very antagonistic shit, very basic, first tier type stuff, and then it just gets crazier. I have so many cool ideas for this shit. So the point is to just keep making nutso books, and I have plans. I have ideas for at least like 10 books, more than that, but
oh wow,
the story is like 10 books, I think.
So Roach Balls is gonna be 10 books.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. The main story, I believe. It could be. Things change because the story is very stream of consciousness type shit. Like it's not sticking to a script or anything. So things change and adjust, but right. Plans to get crazy.
You might have said something there. Pale Rider got me distracted for like a couple seconds, so you might have already answered this. But are you planning on doing stuff other than Roach Balls?
For my stuff, no. Like getting into collaborative processes with other homies and shit, yeah. Okay. That's already in the works, and I have plans to do that. But with me personally, I just want to do Roach Ball stuff. Like there's so much to tell and shit, and I feel like I crafted this cool story where just about anything could happen. So if I want to have like a superhero element in it or character, I can throw something in there like that. But at the same time, something crazy and just outlandish could happen too as well. I'm not restricted to certain type of thinking or elements or worlds or genres. So I very much like this little world I crafted for myself. Like I said, there's so much shit I want to say and do.
With 10 books of just the main arc, you're going to be probably doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So you probably won't have time to do other ones.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, like, just think about it. Like I said, he does some little shit now, and then just think of, like, Devilman, fucking Gangs of New York, The Raid, Street Trash, that type of movie, Toxic Avenger type shit. All that kind of crazy elemental stuff is, like, in here, and I want to just cram it into books like that, So like book 2 is like kind of this jacked up, almost like drug fueled, like if you could picture Crank 2 and The Raid put together, like that's what book 2 is going to be, with like Sully and a bunch of like other antagonists and baddies that I'm going to introduce that are like, I've always appreciated in like shows and shit when you have like your first tier baddies and you're like, all right, these guys are dicks. And then all of a sudden next episode or next book, you're just like, oh, okay. They keep stepping it up and the bad guys are just like, whoa, all right. The things just keep getting crazier and more intense. That's very much the goal. And I like the whole idea of cartoons not like I never liked the whole view of it just being cartoons are for kids. Like I like the borderline, almost hellish, feverish, demonic, almost borderline like aspect of it, and how it's like it can get crazy and like
I'm so fed up of the cartoon is for kids. Like,
right.
no, it's a story medium. It's the visual story medium. It's not just for kids. And heavy metal, there's a whole bunch of old movies that were animated. It's just sad that it's only here in the West that happens.
Yep. So I really want to push these the boundaries of cartoon violence.
Yeah.
I'm not even a front on that.
Bigger dick.
Yeah.
Paris is oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm not even sharing that trash picture. Let's see. Fist says we need a Smash Bros. Game with all these CG characters. I wonder what Sully's final Smash would be. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go play that. What was Smack Studio? Smack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need to play that. I got it on my Steam.
I need to get it on Steam.
Yeah, I got it on here. I got it installed, but I haven't played it yet because of the whole like computer going down and stuff like that. I haven't got to actually try it out yet.
It was a crowdfunding video game where you can technically go in and customize your own character. So you can go in and technically do a roach ball in there.
Yeah, and you could customize stages, customize characters, and it plays similar to Smash Bros.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so a bunch of different moves.
Yeah, I got it so I could try it out, see if it's and I was like, well, maybe I could stream it, stuff like that, and then see if we could make some characters from different like CG or indie comics and see what we could do. But I haven't had time to do it with the computer dying on me and stuff.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't play video games that much, but like Smash Brothers is definitely probably one of the last few video games I've played. I've always enjoyed that.
I remember playing it on the N64. Yeah. That was fun.
I've had thoughts like people with CG characters, like how cool it would be if, all these cool indie concepts and characters fighting each other like that.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Because I know I had fun just even building Sully. Like he used to be this big hulking character, and then I realized I didn't like that and it didn't make any sense. And as I like shrunk him to more this like smaller stature, like kind of cartoony, like for fighting style and fighting wise and defense purposes, that this size actually worked way better than this big goofy hulking like character and shit. So like even in that aspect, I had fun like shrinking him and figuring out like, well, it makes sense if this and that, so he can do this and that, and he could squeeze into places. And even if it doesn't make sense, if he just like hopped out of it like a drawer, a tiny drawer, it still makes sense, Yeah. Yeah. He would definitely be a good opponent.
Pear says, I definitely judge people for their weird fetishes. Yep, I said, well, Pale Rider, why would you, of all people, be judging people for weird fetishes? You were just on our last stream talking about Irene and what was it? A nun outfit with glasses and or something. Something degenerate. I don't know. Mr. Brink, hello, sir.
What up?
Let's see. Oh yeah, see, there's Soul talking about it. Yeah, that's right.
Sick.
Soul's putting the link for Perfect 10. Thank you, Soul. Oh man, I'm way behind in the chat. Let's see here. 10 books. Hope I can get the #1 spot in all of them.
Yeah, he came through. He's #1 for this campaign.
Oh, D-Wag got the OG cover art.
Yep.
Whoa.
He snagged it up.
Nice. Good job, D-Wag.
He saw what roaches do. He studied the roach, and then when I dropped that, he came in like the roach and snagged it.
The way of the roach.
And then he was out like the roach.
He just snuck in unexpected. Nobody could stop him.
Nope.
Let's see. Just saying, I wonder if we could make a CG card battle game that crosses different books and genres. I'm going to play my Sully card against your Perfect 10 defender. That could be interesting.
Yeah. So you definitely have to have a good card. In this blood battle thing that Rob hosted, he made it far. He made it really far. So yeah. With a lot of ass.
I keep seeing it on Twitter, that death battle, but I haven't got to watch any of them.
Yeah. He beat up Bancroft's homeless Aquaman character. He beat him up. And unfortunately, ARO, he did defeat ARO. and lying at
Hey,
the
Chris,
same time.
share my
So.
screen for a sec. I found the game there so you can show them.
Oh shit.
Since the dawn of fighting games, players have longed for a way to add in their own characters and stages. Today, we're
Can you guys
asking
hear
for
it?
your support to
Yeah.
make that dream a reality. With your help, we can create the most accessible sandbox fighting game ever made.
Oh, it's lagging.
Yeah, it's on. I took it off from Steam.
Oh,
Should probably
okay.
want to get it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's lagging up pretty bad. Smax 2 is on Steam Early Access now. Yeah, I know. It gave me the notification. I think it sent me the code around the time it hit Early Access. I think.
No, you get the idea of the game.
Yeah, it's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it'll happen, dude. Some shit like it should just fucking blow up too.
Piggy says Raid Man versus Sully, then Raid Man becomes nuclear Fallout Man.
Oh, when we had the guys, like, couldn't it be cool that you have a few creators putting their characters there and then doing streams with playing with them, just fighting, like, yeah.
Just hold a tournament too, like a week long or something like that. Tournament, day tournament.
D-Wag says, have you seen Perth Comics' new video? No, I haven't.
I want to do something where Sully's biggest antagonist would be child support. So I want to do something.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's going to be some jacked up shit like that eventually, you know.
It's my arch nemesis.
Yeah.
My ex.
Yeah. So think about it. If he's trying to push the boundaries of villainy, what would a real villain do to avoid child support? So the possibilities they're fucking limitless. You know?
D-Wag says, "Hail Sim, thanks for showing up last night, bro."
Yeah. Oh, another cool news for all my backers. You know that besides the first original like 100, that we're gonna get 3 types of stickers. You guys were supposed to get these cool glow in the dark stickers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were gonna go to all backers, but I made an order and I got 500 of these, and these don't glow in the dark.
Oh, look at those.
Seriously?
So I hit them up, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And they're like, my bad. We'll send you ones that glow. You can keep those. So everybody's going to get extra stickers now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The printer's mistake is our benefit.
I sent them a short video. I'm like, what the fuck? And I did one of these. Like, what the fuck, sticker people? They're like, oh, my bad. We'll send you more.
They better watch their ass. Let's see.
Yep.
Everybody's bowing.
Bow every day, motherfuckers.
Jake with us. He says, Duck Game is some great shit. And Jake says a real villain wouldn't pay child support, but fight hard for custody rights to avoid it, so they get child support. Just saying.
A real villain would take it up a few notches, but then I'd be sitting there spousing shit, and then I'd be giving up, Sully's plans and plots. So I can't be doing that. But stick around, a couple books from now, you'll find out.
This says roaches can give birth to 1,000 offspring in a month. Not even Jeff Bezos could afford paying Sully's support.
Actually, first 100 backers are getting these cool sketch cards, one of a kind, each one different ones, and they all have like little Roach facts on them.
Wow! Oh, look at that.
So this one has a Roach fact on the back.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah. This is 15 out of 100. I still got so much more to fucking draw. Yeah. See, Roach milk. Yeah. Talks about how some NPR jerk out there was talking about roaches having milk are good for you. Just like, just eat meat, you nerds. Yeah. So, cool shit like that.
Yeah, that is cool. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, that makes me unfortunate that I did not get to back in the first one. I haven't backed it yet. I was holding off on it. When the computer went down, I didn't back anything, basically. My main avenue for backing went away, so I haven't touched anything really much.
I've been meaning to back it too.
Mm-hmm.
Since his computer's down, he hasn't even touched himself.
That's right. Just
Yeah.
Just a
Use
training buddy.
imagination, damn it.
oh gosh. Yeah, there's first 100. You're lucky. That'd be cool to get one of those cool sketch cards.
Yep. I had a lot of fun looking up all these different types of Roach facts for Chris Fisk out there. It was pretty cool. Like one of my favorite ones, actually. It's just pencils right now, but I'll show this one out. So lucky to whoever gets this one. But if you can see this, it's a bunch of Sullys just fighting with each other.
Oh wow.
Which is bad. You don't ever want that. But this one's a group of roaches is called an intrusion. Be very happy. Sully rolls solo.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I can't wait to ink this one in. That's gonna be fun.
Let's see. Let me see what everybody's saying. Soul saying to Sim, where are the facts on the back of your sketch cards? Just kidding. Love all of them. It will get the next one.
Yeah, but I started running out of facts, so now I just got to make up random, not make up. Make up shit, but make up little facts about Sully himself. So
there we
it'll
go.
be that for the rest of these cards.
Let's see. And Jake says, to me, you did back up your rifle pictures on the drives, right? There's higher priorities. Oh no, actually, I didn't. I did not. Well, I already have all my rifles. I can just retake them. I still have all my rifles. Except for that one pistol. I think that's still at the old house. So it's ruined, unfortunately. But all my rifles are all still here and accounted. I got a couple there in the bedroom. I have one in the other room. But anyway, let's see. Good stuff's here. Roach balls.
Wow, what up, good stuff?
We got
Yeah, it all started launched on his channel. It's been crazy ever since, past 2 months. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. Would you rather deal with a bunch of Karens or a bunch of roaches? I don't know. Good question.
I know, right?
I'd deal with the Karens personally.
Yeah.
It's easier to get rid of the Karens.
Yeah. Gosh. Oh, I never did play the trailer.
Get on it.
Yeah, what am I doing?
I know.
Load him up. Okay.
I don't know. You're rubbing it.
To Cat Shit Island,
Gosh dang it.
a toxic
I love that.
radioactive nightmare. To survive the freaks, beasts, and gangs, balls.
Dreaming, loving, touching, clutching, shooting, smoking, snorting, fucking, I be on another level. Call of Duty, take that metal, they so fruity, call that pebble, make it bubble like a paddle. I'm so I be illegal. You can bring it back, they call the sequel, treat it like I be so equal. I'm so fly, I be like equal. Just so that they say I'm people, so that they say I'm people. I don't see them.
Rich back in today on Indiegogo. Sully Cucaracha is one roach you can't stamp out.
Wow.
I love that clip.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep. 90s of YouTube killed it. So if you got a trailer that needs to be made, get at him now, because that man is getting busy now. He's getting busy.
After that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think
Wonder
I
how
gotta
long
put him
that took
on.
him to do.
Yeah, I gotta put him on retainer for like the future shit, so I know he's still around to do work for me. Yeah, it definitely was good stuff. It was awesome.
This trailer slaps.
Yep. Arrogant Nate did the voiceovers, and he did a crazy good job on that too. So I don't know if he wrote out the dialogue or if it was Dying Days that wrote out that dialogue too. The whole "Welcome to Cat Shit Island," but I don't know. Those two together are amazing.
It's always underhanded move. That was probably a favorite live stream. It was so much fun. Oh, Ollie, you've made an enemy. You've gained a rival.
Yeah, she's mad at Ollie. They've been at each other for a while. Well, she's been going at him. Ollie's been playing it cool, you know. He's just like, yeah. She's very mad. So
Try to take the high road there.
Yeah.
Play it off like it's nothing.
she's she wants revenge. Saying about a woman scorned.
Yep. Yep. That's why I always try to stay on Amanda B's good side. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this one up.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while.
Yep, the whole goal, hopefully aiming to fulfill by August. So I know the obviously you guys seen the bootleg print, and they sent that to me pretty quickly. So you know, I didn't have a proof then before, so like this will be a little longer because I'm have a proof for the main book with all the little bit of changes I'm gonna make and shit. But the turnaround time should be good and quick, I think. So August the latest. Maybe aim for like maybe July-ish, maybe, but who knows? Things could change. But
So's asking me, will I read it on the toilet? Probably.
yeah, it's
Wait, you
made-
said how many pages? 68?
Yep, 68 toilets. It's a long poop.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Well, I do take long poops, so all right, that's
That's
gonna work
enough
out
time
pretty
for
good.
your legs to go numb and then get feeling back in them. So
Yeah, that works out pretty good. Yeah, that'll probably be a toilet read.
nice.
Alrighty.
If you get a little something on it too, it'll just add to the aesthetic. So it's all right.
Yeah, is this one you're getting, Sam?
Hmm?
Are you getting this one or what?
Yeah, I said I've been wanting to get it, but the thing is, I've been wanting to see if you're gonna grab one of those big packs with 2 copies or not.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Am I getting 1 or 2?
I'll get the 2-pack then.
Okay. All
Two
right.
pack.
All right. Oh, Johnny's
So
here.
double backing.
Oh dear. Why are we learning about Chris's shitting habits? Well, I can't help it. Soul brought it up. Gosh. See,
it's good
out of
to-
nowhere, he just comes in here to give me hell.
You might pick up something you don't know that might change your shitting habits, make it better. So
Yeah.
somebody might give you some good words of
It might,
advice.
Might
Yeah.
help me
Chris
out
says,
with
I love the
that.
big Euro size books. Yeah, I love them too. It's just dimension wise, like, like the real size of them. Dude, shipping.
Yeah.
I checked into it because I wanted to do my books that size. Like even if it would have been like soft cover, like the French version comic book size, shipping is yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
Books with.
No, what did Neff call it? He called it oversized Euro trash, is what he called it. And,
Wow.
I dug it, and I was like, hell yeah! I think his book's the same size too, though. So his book's 9 by 12. I was like, yeah, all right, I dig it. We'll go with the Euro trash type shit. I'm about it.
It might be about the same size as her book. I'm not sure. Oh wow. But yeah, 68 pages. That's gonna be nice. For 25, yeah, I'll take that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I want to have good read back
We like it thick.
value. I want to know that. It's cool. People pick it up. Obviously, I want them to love it. They open it. Oh, great book. But definitely one of those things I want it to be. Hoping that it's like, you're like, ha ha ha. I'm gonna read that again before bed, and you just like light one up or some shit, or you wake up in the morning, you have your coffee, you read it real quick before you got to go to your bitch ass job or some shit like that, and you just read it. You're like, I wish I could sully the hell out of my boss right now, and then you just go to work or whatever.
I think that's a book that me, Dave, and Logan will enjoy.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be one you read through, and then you'll just pick it up on occasion and flip to like a different parts of it and get a chuckle and things like that.
Like the fun way you rewatch those old Mel Brooks movies. That's how I'm seeing it.
I was thinking about that today, actually, about old school movies, especially the old, like, whether it's old comedy or old like crazy B effect movies and shit like that. A lot of those movies have great like replay value. Like you can just go back and they still don't disappoint because you know what they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if anything, they get better. Like the graphics. Whereas you watch movies, honestly, like say Jurassic Park or anything with like these big CGI things. And honestly, when you go, for me anyways, if I go back and watch those movies, they get shittier. Like the graphics don't get better. You're just like, okay, wow, this movie was actually pretty fucking corny. Whereas all these old school movies, you knew what they were off the bat, and they just, even if the movie was corny or B rated and budget wise, it just gets better over time. and then all these
because before it was more about the character interaction, the character traits and flaws.
Yep.
You know how they interact, how they complement, and it was really more about character interaction more than special effects. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's one of the things that I think people are forgetting in the story is like they can come up with an epic like danger, an epic eminent thing that somebody has to deal with. Like it could be very freaking epic, but the characters are all meh. You don't.
Yeah.
You have to understand, like for replay, for people that actually care, people have to actually get attached to those characters, like those characters.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't rewatch like an Ant-Man movie or Thor movie or an Avengers movie. Like I can't go back rewatch and like, wow, that movie got better. Like no, it's just like, wow, those graphics are stupid. These guys actually look like assholes. So fuck this movie. And I could watch a movie like Street Trash or a Toxic Avenger movie and be like, wow, that shit is so cheesy, but fuck, that movie was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's great. Good acting, but
I've been rewatching a lot of old movies. Like one of the ones that Scotsman brought to my attention that I never watched before, and I'm like, where the fuck was that movie all my life? The Ice Pirates.
Oh yeah, Ice Pirates.
I never saw that movie before, and then he brought it up. I'm like, just the intro. Like, okay, you got me. Like they break in, and then there's an alien on the shitter. You're like, okay, you got me.
I gotta like you said, Mel Brooks movies. You could rewatch those and be like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome and shit."
I always watch Mel Brooks films and Leslie Nielsen movies all the time.
Well, who's gonna keep rewatching a Ryan Reynolds film and be like, "Wow, that guy gets fucking funnier every time"? Like, no, he doesn't. No. He gets the same person every time. If you can somehow just be that's him, you know. So you can't watch these movies and just oh wow, this is funny. Like Amy Schumer gets fucking funnier every time. No, that doesn't fucking happen. Like you watch Mel Brooks movie and be like, wow, like. I appreciate shit out of this. So that's funny. It's still funny or it gets funnier. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is with all these old movies.
Soul says Roach Balls is greater than Postal 4. Don't you bring that up, Soul. Don't bring up Postal 4. God. No, that was so bad. So
Space Herpes.
Postal 4, is that a movie?
No, it's a game. Yeah. I used to play a lot of like the older Postal games and stuff, and they made Postal 4 and put it in early access on Steam, and I was like, oh boy, I loved the original, like what was it, Postal 2. So I got it, and I think what was it? I played some of it on here on the YouTube, and it was not good. It was like a worse version of the old Postal 2. I was like, what the?
Oh no!
It was disappointing. I don't even think I finished it. I was very sad. Let's see. Let's see. Paradise says, Sugar Johnny is here. You may apologize to him for your shit talk. I'm not apologizing for nothing. I don't apologize for nothing. Start with me. Him and his Naruto love. Or Sasuke. Ugh. Let's see. We got good stuff. Food stuff. Get your food stuff here.
Food stuff sounds good right about now.
So says the Snyder Cut won't age that well.
Yeah, see, a lot of those movies, they're just you're not gonna look back on them. I'm telling you. Like some people, oh, you're wrong, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about. But I feel very like strong on this, and I feel like a lot of people agree. You can't. Like, Jurassic Park was dope. You rewatch that now, you're just like, those dinosaurs look dumb as fuck. Like I'm not okay. Who cares?
A lot of stuff ages like milk.
Yeah.
Fist says space herpes.
That's funny too. I want to do a Sully in space type book too. I could do something like that. You know, it's like something cool.
How long have we been going? We've been going over an hour. I think it might be time to start to wrap it up.
All right.
I don't want to keep you too long.
Sure, yeah, I gotta get some work done.
What's that?
I get some work done.
Yeah.
There's probably people in chat. They're like, "Why the fuck is he working on shit?" I see you.
We need the second Roach balls.
Yeah.
Hood stuff is from the wrong side of the tracks. Us food stuff stay away. Johnny says, I wasn't even here. What's wrong with you? I never know when you're here, Johnny. You just randomly you'll be here, but you won't say nothing. You're like creeping. So I don't know. I don't know when I can talk smack or not. So I just do it anyway. Let's see.
It's healthy. Talking smack is healthy.
A Sully trading places where he has to class up.
Yeah, that just ends up resulting in the value of that place going down.
Yeah, he just ruining everything. Just says Sully doesn't wrap it up. He prefers to raw dog it.
Mm-hmm. Roaches are naturally diseased. They carry so much bacteria in them. A lot of the bacteria helps them though survive against being dirt. That So yeah,
Interesting.
raw dog it would be horrible.
Anyone notice Chris has got more sassy since he got his gym buddy? I'm sorry I have a life, Chris. Maybe you should try. Learn from Sully. Just do what you want.
I don't advise that. I'm not condoning that. I don't.
There you go.
I don't. I guess that's just how it's written out. I guess I just let Sully do what as soon as the pencil touches the paper, he just does what he wants. So
I would say Sully is crack pack.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
which is funny because I write my stuff on cue cards and I have this whole thing that I want to do with like crack and like foreshadowing and all this crazy shit. So like when I stepped into the whole crowdfunding game and like stepped into his network and started meeting people, it was just like it was the crack pack. It was just it was just there, and I'm like, this is crazy. It's like watching the stories on my cue cards almost come to life, and I'm like, all right, this makes sense. So this is the path I got to take.
All right, there's something.
So I'll use crack pack all day.
There we go. Here, Pale Rider. This will be the last thing I'll do before we wrap her up. I'll share it for you, Pale Rider, to make you happy. There you go. Since just for today, the high-hoiest of days. Since it's the Friday the 13th. There you go, Pale Rider. I know how you are. That'll make you happy. All right. Let's see. The quick check on the chat before we start the final wrap-up. Pale Rider does what he wants most of the time. Yep, that is true. Yeah. Just do what you want. Fist says he'd be arrested for doing what Jim Carrey did to that mother on a park bench at Me, Myself, and Irene.
That's why it's easier to do what you want in sequential storytelling. That's all I'm going to say. I think a lot of comic book artists have said that too. A lot of famous cartoonists. It's like make comics because you can't get in trouble for that shit, for the most part. So.
That was random. Yeah, I know. I seen it before we started the stream. It pops up somehow on my Twitter feed. I don't know how, but I was like, Pale Rider would probably like that.
Hail D-Wag.
Alrighty. So yeah, let's go ahead and start to wrap it up. Sim, your final statements.
Well, don't forget to follow, sub, share, and follow this channel, and go get a copy of Roach Ball and Tales from the Netverse too. Sorry, there's a lot of noise around me. There's renovation downstairs. That's why I keep muting myself.
Oh, good. Mr. Rich?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell on everybody else's channel here on the panel. Go back Sim's book, Natverse. Follow some bounty hunter badassness. Back my book, Roach Balls, for some nasty funkiness. And, share, support, all that good shit. And we hope you like our stuff, and it helps us make more shit that you guys can enjoy in the future. So do that. Do that damn thing. Just fucking do it. Make something with your hands and then smell your fingers afterwards. Like, know you made something good, and be happy and share it for monetary gains.
Oh, do you like this?
Thanks, Miss Gustav. Saying congrats to on your success, Rich and Sim. Thank you.
Miss Good Stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent channel. It was an excellent launch on their channel, so I feel like that shit just fucking, I haven't just really come down from that. So I feel like I'm doing shit right, and got the excellent support of some really amazing people. So let's keep it going.
All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. You better go check out Roach Balls.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely going to be back in it.
Yeah, I will certainly be back in the 2-pack for me and Sim. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Later.